Hey everyone, what's up everybody? It's Coach Cody here and it is tutorial time. Today we're working on a Halloween swag that's going to be full of different sprays, lots of budget friendly items as well, and we're going to be making a big impact. So I'm starting off with a black swag base, and I've started cutting me some mesh already. Cut some orange already. I may cut a little bit more. They are two different rolls here, which is perfectly fine. I'm just using some remnant rolls of mesh. And we're going to start stuffing in some mesh into this black swag base. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to grab me a piece of my mesh. These are about 20 inches long. Just crunch that together. I'm going to go down here and find me a place to twist this in on the side. I'm going to use that base to twist in that mesh. I'm going to go all the way up the side. So every couple inches, I'm just going to take this mesh and twist it in. Just like so. Same thing on this side. This is a classic design. We're using classic colors with a trick-or-treat style vibe. But we're going to be using some trendy colors as well. So we're using our traditional black and orange, and then we're also going to be adding in some fun colors also. This can easily be adapted for any style that you're looking to create for. You can see I'm just going up the sides of my base. And twisting those in kind of like a braid tie. Just like so. I do have another piece of mesh that's already pre-cut that we could use. First, let's go ahead and show, this is our sign that I've selected, and it has lots of fun colors in it. It is a 10-inch round sign, and it is like a PVC material. This came from Craft Outlet. That's what we're going to be putting right smack dab there in the middle of our swag. It's not going right in the middle. This would be more of the middle. It's going kind of towards the top part. That's where we're going with it. So I'm going to lay down some of my pine pieces to make a nice bed for this to glue onto, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to take me some hot glue. And I'm going to glue all in the back. Making sure that I'm kind of making some puddles. And we can glue that right onto there. I'm going to take me a pair of my wire cutters and add a little bit of pressure on there while that gets glued down on there. Okay, now while that's drying a little bit, we can prep some of our florals for our base. And I have, of course, some of the Halloween 60919. But for this project, I selected the one with some pink in there. So it is black and pink. That's what we're going to be using for this. I'm going to clip off the little wire, the little vine piece from the top. And we are just ripping these apart into smaller pieces. So it's more manageable for us to work with. Here. Find that little vine. You can leave this piece on if you like. I just like to trim it off sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't feel the vibe that I'm trying to showcase in the design. and that's okay. Okay, so now we're going to take these pieces and we're going to start adding them in to our base. I do have some another different bush as well, should we need to add that in. I just want to take and just to add a little bit of a different texture to our design. I wanted to add some of these in. One on the bottom, we'll do one, kind of working our way up, one on the right and one on the left. Making sure we're fanning them out nice and pretty. Now let's see about flipping this around. We're going to add one right up at the top. So my hanger is right here, little hook piece. So we'll insert this right there above the sign. And we'll do the same thing, one on the left and one over on the right. Okay, super simple and easy to do. So now I'm going to take some glue and drop in some glue throughout on these pieces. Start gluing it all in. Okay, I still have this one piece of mesh we could add in if we wanted to. Let's see about maybe right down in there. We'll go right underneath of our sign here because we've already have it cut. I'm going to just put this piece of mesh right down in here. I'll tuck it in some. All right, super easy to do. So now, excuse me, let's go ahead and we're going to dive right in and we're going to start adding in some ribbons. So let's figure out which ribbons we'd like to use. Since we have pink on here, and there is actually a little pops of pink in our sign also, I grabbed a pink plaid that I thought would be different and fun to add for our Halloween design. And then I also have just some different black and white stripes as well that I thought would be fun and a little bit different. Not necessarily something that's bright orange because we do have the bright orange from our base. So I thought that that would be something a little different for us to use. So let's play around with that. This is 2 different 1.5 inch ribbons. I'm going to start off with a tail. And I'm going to do about a 6-inch loop. And I'm going to do 3 loops of this pink. I'm not going to trim my tail. I'm just going to go and grab the next roll of ribbon and stack this one right on top of that and do the same thing. Twist, 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 just like so. Now I'm going to go right below my sign. I'm going to insert this pipe cleaner down, kind of through my design, through the base. I'm just going to find somewhere where I can twist these pipe cleaners around to attach it. branch back here to twist this around. All right, then I like to take me some hot glue, squirt a little bit back there behind the sign. Make sure it stays nice and secure in there. Dove cut these two. Oops, that don't look pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to take my ribbons and I'm going to come kind of straight down the design. I'm going to go down a little ways. And I'm going to go in and twist these in. Take me some glue again, drop that onto wherever I have attached any of that ribbon in there. I'm just dropping in some hot glue. All right, we can of course go and add us some more ribbon up at the top as well, should we like. I think we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do another little baby bow, maybe up there towards the top. So for this one, we'll just do 2 loops instead of 3. Play around with that so that it's not as large up there at the top as it is at the bottom. We want all of our weight, the visual weight, to be towards the bottom of our design when it comes to our bows. I'm actually going to go ahead and trim these tails before I even insert this in. Grab me another pipe cleaner. And we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go up here towards the top and feed this through. Now you got some ribbon up at the top as well. Super cute so far. And all we did was we've added in a floral bush and some ribbon. Nothing too crazy. So now we've got some larger candies we can add in. You guys know I love these candies. You can also get these at Craft Outlet. I have 3 of them that we can add into our design. One of my favorites. It's just a little sprinkled lollipop. I like to rip off the bow sometimes too. They have a little bow on there. Just pull that right off. These are fun to just add in throughout also. that's cute like that. Adorable. Next up, I've got a unique item. This is a little pick that I found from Craft Outlet as well, but it's got little balls on there, little styrofoam pieces. I have a couple of them, and I thought they'd be fun just to kind of pepper throughout our design. Let's play around with them and see what we think. They were really cheap, like less than $2 a thing. So I said, hey, let me grab some. We can try them. Maybe we can clip these apart also. I don't know. Not as long. They're fun. Some more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them is what I purchased. And I'm enjoying the way this is looking. Okay, we'll go in at the end and add in our hot glue, of course. Love it whenever we can find something that's kind of budget friendly, but still so stinking cute. And I think this is definitely that piece. Okay, now I'm going to go through and drop in some glue on all these little pieces. Isn't this fun? Super adorable. See if I can kind of pick it up for you so you can kind of see a little better how sweet that is. Now, I also have some more fun sprays to add in, starting with, of course, some paper grass. So I do have some yellow here for us to play with, because I think it's going to tie in with the candy corn that is on our sign, as well as the yellow that we already have there on the candies. I'm going to cut these down in half so that I have 6 sprays to work through. You know, we love all of our sprays. just going to start adding these in. I'm just sliding them in and then dropping in some hot glue. Okay, now I do have one more of these for us to trim apart also to add in. See how that yellow is making this pop for sure. This is also a very light design. Since we're using that lightweight sign, it's helping make the design super lightweight as well. Which will be nice whenever we have to ship this. Okay, we got yellow going in there. Look how pretty that is now. Made it so vibrant. Okay, and then lastly, I have an orange spray as well. We can add it, and this is an orange fish line spray just to kind of top off our fun. I'm going to clip this one apart also. Chop this down. I always like to see how much I can cut down different sprays and pieces for my designs. And also all of these sprays, if you're designing and you get time to take your photograph or something, you're like, oh my gosh, that is so long, or something looks crazy. Y'all just take your scissors and give it a little haircut. Don't be afraid to just give her a little haircut. Working these. Oh, I only have one of these, so I'm kind of rationing it around. And the last one. Alright, just like so. Look how pretty. All those fun, bright sprays being the star of the show in this design. I hope that you guys found this inspirational, and it's got your gears flowing on how you can make fun and wild and over-the-top designs, because I think that's what this is, in my opinion. It's definitely something fun and makes you smile without breaking the bank. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Y'all be kind to one another, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.